I just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update on my castle. This is the bridge that I want to build. Very big. Over there is going to be a tower. You can see the outline of it. That's going to be a tower. I saw this part right here, and I thought that would look really cool if it was just all water. So this is going to be a little dam right here, just to keep it from flooding everything out down here. This is a small wall, the small north wall, a pasture wall. There's some more towers over there. This is going to be a gate tower right here. This is my tower, my beautiful tower. More walls. This is a north gate. There's that little bridge right there, which is just to block that off. This is going to be a tower, and it's right next to another one, but it'll probably be fine. Probably. Because look at that money shot. Look at that money shot. I like that. There's more towers over here. This is going to be maybe have a gate in it this side. I don't know yet. This is another tower. This is the south gate right here. I think it looks very nice. And this is just gonna be another tower, just to you know, make it not as fugly. Just to make it look better than it is. And then there's this little wall that connects right here, and that one, which meanders all the way across there. I'm really trying to keep it. Well, not keep it. Use the terrain to partially fortify it, simply because I want it to. I think that will look really cool. I think spawn. Well, according to this compass, spawn is that way. Somewhere. I don't know. So I don't know what to do about that. Because I want. Obviously, this isn't a multiplayer world, right? But if I ever do make it into a multiplayer world, I want a big grand gate for the entrance. And if spawn is that way, they're most likely going to be coming from over there, and then they would see this, right? So I have no clue what I'm going to do about that. Maybe a dwarf door down here, right? A big door carved into the stone, which takes you up through here into this giant cavern. But I'm also trying to keep it like, I'm not gonna say, I don't want to say logical, but more like fortified. Like this is how it would be for an actual fort, you know? Yeah. I really like this gate. I'm so proud of this gate. Please admire this gate. I really like it. I really like how it comes. I really like this like little pathway up, and I don't know, it just looks so nice. Anyways, this tower is built around a couple of the towers actually are built around like little pokey ups, a little whatever the proper term is. This one's also built on it, on one. These are just like bits of land that stick up where they're not supposed to, like the Devil's Tower, right? Yeah. One of the issues I already foresee is this right here, this church, and this one. Oh, fuck. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Are right in the way of my gigantic fucking wall. And that's annoying. That is so annoying. That is so annoying to me. Because it's just... I just can't... It's not that big of a problem, honestly. But, like... I'm gonna have to do something about it. Obviously. But it's just so... sucks. Anyways, I did make, like, a little fence wall. Because part of the reason why I'm fortifying it is not just so it looks cool, but also to keep all these stupid ass villagers from falling off the edge to death. And so I put like little retaining walls up, so it looks cool and also does its job. This staircase is also just so you can get down from up there. It's just, you know, yeah. And then you have like this little nice fence. I didn't put one up here because it's not that bad. It's more gradual than like that, because this is just like a cliff. Just fixing this real quick. Voila. And I don't like those little flower things that they added. It makes it really hard to like place blocks, because your blocks just go on top of them. Anyways, here's the base of my tower. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with that, because I wanted to build it up here because I thought it would look great up here, and it does. It does look great up there. But the problem is that there's this overhang, and I don't know what to do about it, because it's also bigger than there, just like a couple blocks bigger, and I don't like that. I can't just like leave it, right? I don't know. Anyways, this is actually like this is what I plan to be like the city square. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to fix that. I am going to have to like get like a ton of dirt and just like fill parts of this like place in, because they're all like just the most awful, like just like the most awful slopes in here, and there's just like steep cliffs everywhere. So I'm gonna have to fix those. But yeah, you know, it's doable. It's manageable. There's a cow right here. There's a cow. 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 Yeah, I took my meds. Okay, good. He's my neighbor actually. I don't know if he's in his house, but he's a farmer, or he was. He might have died. I don't know. They just keep getting stuck and just keep getting lost. Here's my beautiful path up to my house. I'm also gonna have to like. I'm trying to stay like not make my own paths and keep the paths just like this. Because I know that if I try to change it too much, I'll just give up. But if I don't do that, then I won't give up. If I that's also a reason why I'm trying to like keep it with the land, right? So that I mean I was at least. I have made like a couple things that have I don't know if it's really following the land anymore, you know? But whatever. Just because I feel like it just looked wrong, right? It just looked like it should not be that. It should have a bigger wall. It should be fortified more. I don't know. This is also the creative version of my other world, which is Steep Mountain Village, which is just because, well, it's a huge mountain and the walls are like super steep. Well, speaking of steepness, actually, there are a bunch of caves like this one, that one. That one I covered up with a wall, but like this one I'm probably gonna have to do something about. I don't know if I will though, other than just like lighting it up. Although I guess I'm gonna flood it anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. But there are like a couple within the walls, and I don't like that because, oh yeah, there's also this. I have no clue what to do about this because that's like the bit that sticks out, and this is like, this is where, like that block right there is where the end of this part is where this part ends. But there's this little like strip of land between these two, so it creates like this little gap, and I don't like that because I want to keep like build a wall with this, but there's this little gap, so things can still fall, and I have no idea. I don't know. Right? Like I don't know. What is this guy doing? Bro, it's night. Go to bed. I think that's everything. Oh yeah, and there's this one. I already showed you that, but I might cover that up. Another big thing. I wanted to do this one too. So I just put this because I didn't want it to like. Right? It looked like it would collapse under any pressure whatsoever. So I just added that to visually reinforce it. I might also might add I don't know about here because this is like a cute little area, but I might add like a couple farms, a couple houses, right? Also, this bridge is I talked about the bridge, but I never actually gave an explanation for it. Besides, well, it looks good, right? But I also wanted I might also make this part of my base, like put not like the main part of my base where like all the nice looking shit is, but rather like the part of the base where like my iron farm and my creeper farm and my like kelp farm is, right? You know? Yeah, you know. Right? Just so it doesn't, just so I can preserve this like beautiful view. Actually, I'll show you this view real quick, right? So you come over here, and then you fly. I'm flying in to here. You see that beautiful bridge, and whoosh. Oh yeah, right. I particularly like this side because it's just more like rough. It's less straight because I was building around like these big cliffs. This side had a lot worse of cliffs, like right there. So I think it looks better just because I was building around cliffs, whereas this side is way more straight, right? This side is more straight. Oh god, that's a lot of towers I'm gonna have to build. That's one tower over there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 towers. Although that's technically a gatehouse. I know the proper term for it. It's a gatehouse. Anyways, I think I'm gonna build something here. I want to, right? Like I don't want like this boring wall to be here. Like I'm going to find some way to spice this up, even if it's just like building around this hump here. Even if it's just like I could maybe build around this hump, cause that is like an extension of that, right? That does cut off a path though, which is why I wasn't doing it originally. Actually, this side is nice, pretty nice too. Now that I'm looking at it, cause like you have this gate coming out of the rock that's been like carved into the rock. I love that. We love that. And then you have this tower that's also like jutting out from the rock, and maybe this wall, like this wall right here, may or may not stay. Now that I'm looking at it, cause like it's pretty steep. Like nothing's getting up that, and also like it's just like less, and I think it will look really cool. I added this one to just like round this out too, but this one doesn't serve like any purpose really, so I might get rid of it. And I might push this wall back, just like one or maybe, I don't know, just to make that one more prominent, right? And then you have like that curve there that goes back into that wall, and then you have the natural curve of the I forgot the word, cliff. Uh, very forgetful. And then it curves into a big, and then there's like curves into this like tower promontory or whatever, and then it slowly, like slightly curves back into the straight wall, which then curves into that tower, right? And then you have like this little meandering wall, this tiny meandering wall that meanders about, which I think adds, which adds a little bit of charm, right? There's this one castle that I don't remember the name of, but it has that wall, and I was like, oh, that's cute. That's cute. So I added it to my base because I thought it was like so cute, right? It was so cute. I'm just focused on this because I feel like this gate is nowhere near as like prominent or exaggerated or like fancy as this gate over here, the south gate, which has these two big thingies about it. that it has a tower house. Oh yeah, and there's that cave. These two caves too. They're less important because they don't go up there. I just don't want anything to like fall in, right? And I'm like maybe thinking of making like those lesser gates, that lesser gate. Um, there might be a lesser gate over here too. Into like I don't remember the word. Into more of like a roadblock that like villagers can't open, because my goal for this is very much to have the villagers be able to walk around the city just so it feels like a city, you know? And then I don't know, maybe they could come out here. I don't think they will because all this shit is in there. But I don't know. I might put up like a little tent, and then all my sheep and all my cows and all my whatever can live in here, and like the shepherd could be out here, and he's like tending to his sheep, you know? Yeah, you feel me. You feel the vibes. And honestly, I am kind of focused about steepness because there's another way to. Right. Right? Just to block that off from like any wandering villages. Really, my what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get like the villagers to not go in places they don't want them to, or like run off into like the wilderness. You know? There's also like a village over here that I didn't use, and a rune portal. I didn't use either of these because I was fine. Yeah. Okay, over there is like a taiga, which is where it is like a big mountain and has a village on it, and it's in like the taiga. And I was like, oh, cool! I'll make my base there. And then I started mapping out the area for whatever reason, and then I flew over here. I saw this village. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then I saw it at the distance, this village. I was just like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. I could make something out of this. I could make something out of this. And then, voila. That's how this started. Normal. So, I was just about to trail off into a side tangent, but but I stopped myself. I brought up this village because maybe, just maybe, I'll make a west gate somewhere along this wall, right? And that will go. I'll make like a little path or something, and it will go all the way over there to that little village. I think now that I'm looking at it, I'm just looking at it, just quick. I think the best candidates for a bridge over this river, and obviously a path, would be this one, because it just has like that good bridge hill, right? I have no clue where we can connect though. Probably just like up there. Or right there and right there. Because it does have like that little, because it's pretty narrow, but like there's like these two hills on either side. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'll blow that up, and then, yeah. If I can, I might flood this too. But I don't know. This might be part of my base, actually. I might turn this into part of my base. Just because I love... Oh my god, this one's huge. Wait, no, holy shit, this is huge. This cave is massive. Oh. 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 See, I like it. I like it. I like this fucking cave. This is a big cave. Big, beautiful cave. Oh yeah, I should probably... This is only my... This would only be my like second video ever, so... Oh shit, diamonds. Noted. I'll have to come into this cave sometime. Thankfully, there's a easy way to get in and out. This river, which... Okay, yeah. So I'm definitely gonna have to figure out some way to connect this one to that one, because I also think that's like the most likely way that they're going to come. Right? Oh, and there's also this one too. I forgot about that one. See, there's this little village here. It's not that big. Not that important. It's just lava. And there's lava too. A lot of stuff around here. A lot of stuff around where I made my home. Right? Anyways, the tangent I was gonna go off on is that there's this beautiful birch forest, sand, and I was gonna show you the biomes. There's also this mountain right here, the lesser, I don't know, mountain, and then you have this big boy right here, right? It's a birch forest, which, you know, not that impressive. And then the whole thing, most of it though, is pale forest, which is fun. I want to say it used to be a cherry grove actually, before pale forests were introduced. But I might have just been that. I don't really remember. Again, very forgetful. There's also dark. I plan on using dark oak a lot in my build, so I went so I was so super afraid because I was right by a pale forest and I came into here and I was like trying to get a yeah. Because I was trying to get like saplings. I was so scared. Oh, and there's also this. Okay. Just 1 second. Anyways, that's pretty much, that's just it. There's like nothing else I can show you. So, bye, I guess.